This morning on The Secrets of the Future today, UFOs. Now, a lot of people might laugh off the idea, but there are some true believers out there who say we are not alone. Here's NBC's Keith Miller.
Hey, Mr. Spaceman.
Movies made an entertainment of one of man's oldest questions. Are we alone in the universe?
Mr. Spaceman.
There are hundreds of UFO sightings on the internet. Even the Vatican has embraced the idea of visitors from outer space.
They would also have God as a father. Therefore, we could say that they are our brothers or sisters.
Some of the sightings are out of this world. Others may have been secret experimental aircraft. But there are some that defy explanation. Nick Pope says the truth is out there. For 3 years, he worked on a UFO project for the British Department of Defense, and only last year, the agency released many of its secret UFO files.
There are many, many cases where UFOs over the years have been seen by both commercial airline pilots and indeed military pilots, and those are cases that I find particularly compelling.
Like this one, where a U.S. Air Force pilot was told to shoot down a UFO.
We're airborne chasing this thing, and the first order they gave me was to fire. It took off about 10 times the speed of sound. I'm sure it was some kind of a flying saucer.
Is there a threat out there?
I think at the least one should say there's a potential threat.
This is the hangar where the alien craft was brought to, and eventually the bodies were put in here in their coffins.
I grew up in Roswell.
Apollo astronaut Edgar Mitchell says there has been a UFO cover-up going on for more than 60 years.
A flying disc has been found, and
he says the most famous and controversial UFO case in America was real.
I was told by 2 or 3, what I call the old-timers, that yes, it was a real incident and there was a real spacecraft. And I went to the Pentagon, told my story, and got subsequent confirmation that yes, my story was correct.
But other researchers, like Brian Appleyard, who was made to see a UFO under hypnosis, says it may be all in the mind.
It's a quite weird thing in the sky. Once you start looking at it, you realize all the time above us is this extraordinary either blackness or emptiness. It's inevitable that humans will project their imaginations onto it. It's a blank canvas.
At Hat Creek, California, the most ambitious project yet to discover if we are not alone. Funded by Paul Allen, the co-founder of Microsoft, the Allen Array is using radio telescopes to eavesdrop on the universe.
We are listening for signals that are being created either naturally or engineered far beyond this planet.
So far, not a peep. In that case, I guess we'd better keep watching the skies. For today, Keith Miller, NBC News London.
Are you a believer?
Well, listen, I've lived in New York and Los Angeles a lot of my life, so I believe in aliens. But yeah, I think so. Yeah.